Now let's continue with the story. On page number 50, children, in consequence, Gandhi received a summons to appear in court the next day. As the government was of Britishers and Gandhi had disregarded the order to leave, disobeyed the order to leave, therefore he received a call from the court, a summons from the court, and he had to go to the court the next day. All night Gandhi remained awake. Children, Gandhi remained awake not because he was afraid to go to jail, but as it is written here, he telegraphed Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar with influential friends. He sent instructions to the ashram. He wired a full report to the viceroy. Children, he did all this because of the reason that he was worried that what would happen of the poor peasants of Champaran if he would go to jail. Who would help them? Therefore, he called all his friends to Champaran. Morning found the town of Motihari black with peasants. Means it was a complete blackout. Nobody wanted to do any work there. They did not know Gandhi's record in South Africa. They had merely heard that a Mahatma would wanted to help them, was in trouble with the authorities. The spontaneous demonstration in thousands around the courthouse was the beginning of their liberation from the fear of the British. Underline this line, children. Spontaneous means voluntarily. They came. Gandhi had never asked the poor peasants to come and join him, and they also did not know that who was Mahatma Gandhi. But they knew only this, that this man wanted to help them, and the Britishers were taking some action regarding him. So they supported him by standing outside the court and displaying their love and support to Mahatma Gandhi. Thousands in number, they were standing outside the court, and this suggested that now they were free from fear. Last time we read that Mahatma Gandhi wanted these poor peasants to be free from fear, and the same thing was happening now. So he must be very happy. But let's see what happens. The officials felt powerless without Gandhi's cooperation. He helped them regulate the crowd. So till Gandhi did not speak and till Gandhi did not ask people to be quiet, they did not. And so he helped out the Britishers to control the crowd. He was polite and friendly. He was giving them concrete proof that their might hitherto dreaded and unquestioned could be challenged by Indians. So Gandhi convinced the people that, and he gave the evidence to the people that nobody could make him afraid and nobody could put him behind the bars without cross questioning him or without asking for details from him. So nobody could forcibly put him behind the bars. Children, the person who is arrested and is put in court, it is like his right. He can ask, he can cross question, he can talk about himself. If he doesn't want to put for himself a lawyer in the court, he can himself run his case. He can talk to the government and he can cross questions the authorities that and ask the reason that why he is confined. So he says that he will not be without reason put behind the bars. For that he was sure. The government was baffled. Now the government was confused. Why the government was confused? Because they did not know what to do with Mahatma Gandhi. If they took any action against Gandhi, the people outside the court who were standing, they could run into the court or they could be against the Britishers in any way. And the Britishers had to run the government, run the machinery of the government, authority. And if they did not take any action against Mahatma Gandhi, nobody would obey them, because people would learn this thing that if Mahatma could go against the Britishers, disobey the Britishers and go, and the Britishers could not do anything of him, then the other people will also try to disobey. So government was not able to take any action. The prosecutor requested the judge to postpone the trial. Usually in these kind of problems, children, when the judge is not able to take the decision and wants to consult the superior authorities, the postponement is there of the trials. So here it is written, apparently the authorities wish to consult their superiors, as they could not take any action against Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi protested against the delay. Why? Because Gandhi had come to take the punishment, as he had disobeyed the order to leave Champaran, as he had disregarded the order of the Britishers. He read a statement pleading guilty. So he wrote a statement that was requesting for the punishment. Now see children, here Mahatma Gandhi is asking the Britishers that Britishers should give him punishment because he has disobeyed the order to leave. Because the Britishers had asked him to leave and he disobeyed the order. So he requested something. He wrote something and read the statement. He was involved, he told the court, in a conflict of duties. He says that he is suffering from a dilemma. He is having two conflicts. He is not able to understand what to do. On the one hand, not to set a bad example as a lawbreaker. On the other hand, to render the humanitarian and national service for which he had come. So Mahatma Gandhi says that he had come to serve the poor peasants. He had come for humanitarian service, national service. And if the Britishers are asking him to leave and he has to go, then in that case he will not be able to do whatever he wants to do for the poor peasants. And in this case, he will have to break the law. He will have to disobey the Britishers if he wants to stay there. And by disobeying the Britishers, he is setting a bad example for the poor peasants. They will also learn a wrong thing, that is disobeying the government. So he was not able to understand what to do. He disregarded the order to leave not for the want of respect for the lawful authority but in obedience to the higher law of our being, the voice of conscience. He asked the penalty due. So he explains that he has disobeyed the order to leave not because he doesn't respect the British government, but he is obeying the higher law, that is the law of our inner conscience, the law of the conscience that makes each and every person understands, realize the difference between right and wrong. So he has come to serve the poor peasants, and so he has disobeyed the order, and because of which he wants the punishment. So penalty due is the punishment that is due. The magistrate announced that he would pronounce sentence after a 2-hour recess and asked Gandhi to furnish bail for those 120 minutes. Gandhi refused. Why Gandhi is going to ask for the bail when Gandhi wanted punishment for himself? The judge released him without bail because he needed that time to consult the superior authorities. When the court reconvened, means court re-met, the second session of the court after 2 hours, the judge said he would not deliver the judgment for several days. Meanwhile, he allowed Gandhi to remain at liberty. So Gandhi was made free for all those days till the judge was not able to decide anything regarding Mahatma Gandhi. Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore Babu, Maulana Mazrul Haq and several other prominent lawyers had arrived from Bihar. They conferred with Gandhi. What would they do if he was sentenced to prison? Gandhi asked. Why? The senior lawyer replied. They had come to advise and help him. If he went to jail, there would be nobody to advise and they would go home. What about the injustice to the sharecroppers? Gandhi demanded. The lawyers withdrew to consult. Rajendra Prasad has recorded the upshot of their consultations. They thought amongst themselves that Gandhi was totally a stranger, and yet he was prepared to go to prison for the sake of the peasants. If they, on the other hand, being not only residents of the adjoining districts but also those who claimed to have served these peasants, should go home, it would be a shameful desertion. So, children, when all these things were going on, there was a discussion held among the lawyers, and Gandhi asked them that if he was put behind the bars, what would the friends, these lawyers, do? The lawyers said that they had come to help him out. When Gandhi would be put behind the bars, there would be nobody to advise and to help, so they would return back home. Then Gandhi asked, what would happen? Who are going to help the sharecroppers? Who will help the sharecroppers if he will be put behind the bars and they will return to their home? Rajendra Prasad says that the upshot is the result of their consultation. He remembers all those things. He thinks about what happened that time. So when everybody got into the discussion and when everybody was speaking out their word, they felt that if they would go away, run away from there at this time, then it would be very shameful escape for them. Why? The reason is that Gandhi is an outsider, he doesn't belong to Champaran. But these people, they are not only the residents of the nearby districts and of Champaran, but they are taking the cases of the peasants also. They are fighting for the peasants also. And at this moment, if Gandhi is going to be put behind the bars and they would run away and Gandhi, who is an outsider, will help them, then naturally Gandhi will be more honored in place of them, and it would nobody is going to respect them in the future. So they said that they would stay. Now let's see what happens here next. They accordingly went back to Gandhi and told him they were ready to follow him into jail. The battle of Champaran is won, he exclaimed. Then he took a piece of paper and divided the group in pairs and put down the order in which each pair was to court arrest. So how, children, it was divided? The whole group was divided into pairs. It was like this, that two are going to be behind the bars, two will move to the jail, and all the others who are staying outside are going to help out the poor peasants. When those two who were put into the jail, they would come out, the other two are going to go. Then when the second pair would come out, the third pair would go for the arrest. In this case, they would not set a bad example that they are disobeying the government, and they will be helping out the poor peasants also. Several days later, Gandhi received a written communication from the magistrate informing him that the lieutenant governor of the province had ordered the case to be dropped. Civil disobedience had triumphed, had got victory the first time in modern India. Underline this line. Till here we are going to do today.